Hey, Anthony, if I could ask you about the ring first, that element of the Kobe Mamba snake behind kind of entwined on the numbers, just wonder what you thought of that feature and if anything else about it stood out.
I haven't really looked at the ring yet. Once we get it, we just see how bright it is and enjoy it from that standpoint, and then start taking pictures and things like that. So I haven't really got a chance to, really dissect the ring. But I'm pretty sure that's a cool feature. Um, Ring is great. It sucked that we lost on ring night, but to have that feeling again and relive it with the team and our teammates that was there was definitely a great night for us.
And then, kind of pushing that aside, what did you think of the basketball tonight? How was that transition from break night to playing, and where did you guys fall short in the biggest way tonight?
Yeah, we did some good things. We did some bad things. We're gonna look at film tomorrow and try to figure it out. We haven't had that much time together. Me and Dennis on pick and roll, still trying to figure out, where I like the ball. He's trying to figure out if he should go score. Defensively, rotations. We didn't have Mark a lot this tonight because of foul trouble, and we still trying to get back in the swing of things. Like we got new guys. West trying to get in the swing of things. Dennis, Mark, even myself and Brian. I had 4 turnovers today. So we're still trying to figure each other out, and it's a long season, early in the year. Making mistakes that we won't make, mid January. So it's good that we're getting it out the way early, and we're still trying to figure out, lineups and figure out, schemes and things like that. But we'll watch film tomorrow and dissect it even more and be ready for Friday.
Ray?
Anthony, I want to stay on the ring. It's the first time you won a ring in the league. And just put it on your finger. And you said you didn't get to totally check out all the details of it, but seeing the shine and feeling the weight of it, you just take me to what it's like to finally have a ring.
It's heavier than I thought, for sure. Even when I was acting, I was like, man, I'm gonna play with my ring on, and I did like a little shooting motion, and it's just super heavy, man. It's I don't know. It's just something that you cherish forever. I don't understand how some guys, comes out of the reports that they sell their rings and things like. I can't see that. It just holds so much, value for me as a basketball player that it's an accomplishment. Like everyone doesn't have one of these, and I get to say that I have one. Put it in a safe place, and now in this entire season, I get to look at that ring and remind me of what we've done, what I've done, and you get that feeling of I want another one. And Brian told me, and when Jeannie and Adam was talking, he was saying something to me, but I wasn't even paying attention, and he was like, "Oh, I could see in his eyes he wanted another one." He was telling QC, so it just makes you want to get another one of those and relive that feeling again.
Dan?
Andy, it's been 72 days since you guys actually won that title. What's been the hardest part, the mental or the physical kind of turnaround? And how are you going to deal with that over the next month or so as you kind of get into this?
I think it's both. Physical, just from the standpoint of trying to get your body, back ready for a season. After the game, me and Braun was like, man, we can't believe we just played a basketball game. It's only been a couple months, so trying to get your body back in game shape. All the time that you usually have off to recover your body. You're trying to balance that with staying sharp and staying in shape for the season. And then the mental part, just mentally, being here. Like you say, it's a short off season. Just 1-2 months ago. Now you got to wrap your head around, man, we got to play again. Like we had to play tonight. We got to play Friday. Then it's a back-to-back. Like mentally getting prepared for that. It can get to some guys, but the good thing about it, we got a very deep team. We got 11, 12 guys that can play anywhere in the league. So it's good when, guys might need to taper minutes back or, coach say, hey, we want to sit you this game, that we got guys who can fill that role. So we can gradually work our way into back to the swing of things. So that's the good thing about it. But we're here. There's nothing we can do about it. We gotta find ways to help us win, find ways to make our bodies go, and we got a great training staff. We got great coaches to help us do that.
Kyle,
AD, you talked about sort of the weirdness, and well, LeBron definitely talked about the weirdness of playing a game today. It seemed like there were points where the game lacked a little urgency. What did really specifically Dennis and Trez do to kind of bring in some energy to the game, and do you see that being really valuable, especially in these opening weeks?
Yeah, for sure. Dennis pushed the pace. He wants to run. He said after the game, he's like, man, we got to run more. I want to run, which is good. Him being able to get to the paint, I think he touched the paint 8 times and made a great pass to guys or finished or got fouled. Bringing that to our team and then defensively picking up 94 feet. And Trey is coming in with a defensive mindset, his offensive rebounding, and once he always bring that energy. He's going to play with energy, yelling and getting hype, and that's what we need. So like you say, especially in the early part to get us back in the flow of things. Trez is going to bring that spark, and so is Dennis. And when you got guys like that, then it makes you want to go harder, it makes you want to go play faster. So in these early games where we might seem a little drained or body's not feeling where they're supposed to be, when you got 2 guys like that, it's like you kind of get that second win. Like, let's go.
Ain't no last question yet?
I'm waiting on Tanisha to say it.
you know what,
Last 2, Rafi James.
I'm hungry.
What? I'm starving.
What from tonight, whether it's playing a real official game in an empty arena, playing with teammates you guys are still working together. What will it take from tonight's game already that I will this game?
It was cool playing, and back in the arena, even though it wasn't with the fans. And like I said, we're still trying to learn each other. So like I said, we'll watch film tomorrow, and, I'll watch film tonight. I already talked to Dennis. He's going to watch film tonight. We're going to text each other through the course of the night and try to figure out how we can be better. Like I said, we got a deep team. We got guys who was out of the bubble for a while, and that came here that's ready to get going. We got guys who are still trying to, get back to the swing of things. So we got a well-balanced team, and I know we're going to watch a lot of defense. Offense will come. We're not really, too concerned about offense, but we are concerned about defense, and we'll figure that out and be ready for Friday. It's not going to get any easier Friday or one of the other games we play against Minnesota and Portland. So we got to be ready to go, especially on the defensive end. So we'll walk through some things tomorrow and get ready for the game Friday against a good Dallas team.
last question, Maximilian.
Yeah, thank you. Anthony, just following up on playing with Dennis, how well do you think you two did today already for the team with it?
I think we did all right. He made some great plays. I think he read the pick and roll very well. It was some plays that was my fault, some plays that was his that we're going to talk about and try to figure out. I mean, it takes time, when you're playing with the new guy. I'm trying to learn him. He's trying to learn me. He's trying to figure out where I like the ball. I'm trying to figure out, what he likes to do off pick and rolls. I mean, he has a great mid-range game, which is good for us. But I think we did. I think we will tonight. I give it a B. It could be better, but it wasn't that bad. So, like I said, we'll watch film and me and him will talk individually and try to figure out ways that we can